Of course things turn out this way. Is anyone really even surprised? For the, like, 2 of you that don't even know what's going on right now, let me fill you in as quickly as I can. Basically, the ARK devs decided to do a very smart thing, yep, and put out a poll and let people choose and submit creatures that they would like to have added with the new map that's coming. Well-intentioned, but stone cold retarded, let's just say. The thing that everyone expected to happen, happened. Some Spanish YouTuber that has a very childish fan base explicitly told his fans to go and vote for his own personal submission. And if this sounds a little bit deja vu-ish to you, yeah, this exact same shit happened in 2019 with Minecraft. Now, I'll just quickly run through some of the similarities. The developers announced that a creature was going to be added that players can vote on. A popular YouTuber shows what their choice is. That choice wins hand over fist. It's not final for ARK yet, but we're talking about 5,000 to 1,000 votes. It might as well be final at this point. And then the community at large is outraged because the only people who voted for that creature, because it's a garbage fucking creature, were fans of this YouTuber. And the funniest thing about this whole affair is that they have disqualified developers from voting, presumably because they fear that they have just far too much influence over the community. Do you know a single one of the developers' fucking names? I don't, and I've been playing this game for 4 fucking years. All they had to do was put in a little clause that's like, if you're a YouTuber, you can submit ideas, but you have to do it anonymously. And that's all they had to do, and this whole problem would have been averted. Okay, well, since this is going to be the creature that's added, let's read what it's about, because I might as well know. First things first, we had this guy who made like a whole post about like how he would like to see the creature and what he thought was cool about it. And like this guy's in the YouTuber, he's just a guy, a random guy. And Nexus here just decided, that's cool, I like the pictures, but I don't like this. So he decided to take none of that and write his own thing. So basically, this Cinnamacrops is a small animal. So it looks like a set of wings from Terraria or some shit like that. And abilities, he's Spanish, so I guess I can't bust his balls too much on that, but whatever. So like, it just has to like do 6 things. With the force of its flapping, it reduces the weight of your inventory. It can lift you off the ground a few meters. It allows you to glide like a hang glider across. I wish we had something that could do that. Like, if we had something in the game, I wish we had something like that. I wish there was something in the game that you could, like, perhaps put on a chess piece. And maybe, just maybe, it would kind of let you, like, fly across the sky. Like that was, like, basically just a hands-free hang glider. And then it just protects you from the cold. Great. Let's make otters useless. Just throw otters away. This guy wants to have his cool creature. It can catch an enemy or small dino if you throw it at. So it's a bola. It's just a You guys know how you carry those 20 bolas around on your inventory? Why? Why do you do that? And, just like, this makes no sense, but just like, fuck it. When you have it on your back, you take less damage. So this thing's instantly just gonna become meta as fuck, because it lets you carry more weight, it lets you fucking levitate off the ground. It's a glider suit without any of the downsides. It fucking stops you from freezing. It'll immobilize an enemy, and it just makes you take less damage. What does it say for saddle? The Cinnamacrops, it needs a mount to be able to grip your body well like a backpack. I don't fucking know what that means. I don't know what that means. Okay, well, so here we got his fans. I don't know who this is or why this is here. Some fat fucking guy photoshopped on a Rex. That's pretty cool. You got them saying some stuff in Spanish. That's pretty cool. Hopefully you can plan with him. No, actually, you don't really use dinosaurs to plan. But, let's go ahead and have 164 people agree with you anyway. Amazing idea. You could see all the guys, like, are either speaking Spanish or like busted ass English. And then there's just this guy. I don't know who this buff guy is. I really don't. And like my first initial thought was, oh, this must be the YouTuber. So as you can see, this guy is very clearly not this buff dude. So I have to wonder, what makes you attach an image of just some yoked out of his mind guy with like a greasy camera in a very, very grungy looking basement staring at me? Like, what is on this guy's mind? Why is he looking at me like that with that half smile on his face? I don't want to think of what happens next after this photo. This is the best suggestion I've ever seen. I love it. And then we have this guy. Now this right here is an average Nexus fan. I was a little confused. What does he mean? I want, presumably means I want, to eat your Paroka. Must be some great Spanish dish filled with all sorts of seafood and rice and, you know, whatever the fuck Spanish people eat. I don't know. So I fired up the old Google Translate. You know, I would love to see what kind of meal this man would love to eat. And these are the results that I found. To say that I was disturbed when I saw this was an understatement. But maybe some kind of strange comment, right? Spanish humor. I don't understand it. OMG, it's the best idea. I watch, good job, and I eat your dick. I want to eat your dick. OMG, it's the best idea. I eat your dick. Who does this? Who sits here and makes 3 posts for their YouTuber and says, I want to eat your dick? So this gets a little weird when you have your fans sitting here talking about how good your idea is in the same sentence where they say, I want to eat your dick.
So Wildcard is realistically left with 2 options, and neither of them are good. They're basically between a rock and a hard place here. The first option that they have is to go, we're not going to add this creature. We feel that the terms were unfair and that the majority of people wouldn't want this. But what you're going to have is a very volatile fan reaction, because you have these people who are clearly very motivated to have this creature come in. I mean, we had this dude talking about wanting to eat the guy's dick. They don't see their creature added in when they... I don't want to say they won fair and square, but they definitely did win within the confines of the rules. They didn't break any of the rules. They just did something that most people see as scummy. If they win and they don't see their creature added in, they're going to be rather enraged, and I feel like this YouTuber would not have any issues with using his fan base as basically a cudgel to use against the development team if he felt his idea was not added, because he had no problem with telling his people to go vote for him. This would probably make the majority of the community fairly happy, but it would, realistically, it would probably lead to a lot of death threats coming into Wildcard HQ with very broken English.
And the second option, which, by the way, this is the one they're going to choose. Let's not, like, delude ourselves into thinking some other magical thing could happen. This is what's going to happen. They're going to add the creature, and everyone's just going to be a little disappointed, except for this YouTuber and his very strange fans. It's a shame, because, I mean, the other creatures look pretty cool. And if they introduce this thing in the way that he has laid out its abilities, it is going to be very broken, and it will completely shape the PvP meta around it. Because you can't get in a fight without one of these, because they just do like a million things that are all ridiculously helpful. And have we gotten really any response from the developers? Well, we got some vague sort of hand-waving, make sure you vote for what you want, not what someone tells you, from the community manager, but that's about it. I mean, this is such a tricky situation, I can't really blame them. Like, in this situation, what can you possibly do? Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Realistically, the only thing that could have been done was, you know, the rule I discussed earlier about not letting YouTubers vote. But that ship has sailed. Obviously, you can't retroactively disqualify that without receiving the absolute ire of his fan base. I mean, it's just a shame all around. We're gonna get some shitty
shitty bat creature instead of like a cool monkey.
And that's pretty much all there is to say about the situation. If you liked the video, like it. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. Cool. If you want to financially support me, link to Patreon. It's in the description down below. You get early access to videos. You get to be on this screen. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, thanks to Level 5 Tech Dodo and Dylan the Villain.